Hey everybody, what's up? It's Sunday, it's Reed, and this week we're talking about coming out more than once. So this topic is actually really interesting to me, and my God. Alright, so this topic is really interesting to me because for me, being trans, I've come out more than once, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I've come out more than once. But also, to me, being trans, there are like two types of coming outs that I had or have to do presently or in the past. The first time I came out I was probably 17 or so, and I came out as, I think I came out as bi first for like 2 months. Being bi for me, I wasn't bi, actually, I was a lesbian, and I just used it as a stepping stone. And that's another part of coming out that is really interesting, because bisexuality is a valid identity, and for me to use it as a stepping stone, and I know a lot of people use that as a stepping stone, just like some people use genderqueer as a stepping stone to being trans. There are a lot of people who aren't a fan of that, to use one identity as a stepping stone, because there's a lot of tension around whether bisexuality is a valid identity or not. Same with like non-binary or genderqueer folks, and using those identities as a means to an end makes them even less valid, like in mainstream society. So anyway, that's a whole different thing for another time. But first I came out as bi, and then like 2 months later I came out as a lesbian, and I identified as a lesbian for a couple years, and then I came out as genderqueer, and then I came out as trans. So coming out for me the first time, well, all times, was really, really scary. It was like this part of myself that I was inherently ashamed about, and I didn't want to be that way. I just wanted to be normal, and that was like my whole childhood was me just trying to fit in and trying to be normal and not trying to stand out. And there were a lot of things about me that I pushed down because I just wanted to be normal. Normal, by the way, normal is a social construct. I'm not saying this because I think that there is a normal. I'm saying it because these were the thoughts that I was vocalizing when I was 15, 16 years old. So yeah, I didn't get that, and there I was, not fitting in. I directly attributed that to like being gay and everything like that. So it was really hard for me to come out. And then coming out as trans, again, was super, super difficult. There are a lot of early videos on my personal channel that really dig into that, and it was really hard for me. But what I want to talk about is, now that I am out as trans, or rather, now that I have transitioned, like past tense, I now have to do two types of coming out. So the first one was, hey guys, I'm trans, please use male pronouns for me, please use this name. That was the first coming out of like, I know that you knew me as female, or I know that you thought that I was female, but please refer to me with male pronouns, etc. And now I don't have to do that type of coming out anymore. People read me 100% of the time as male. So now the coming out that I have to do is coming out as not being cis, because everybody reads me as a cis man, and everyone just assumes that I'm a cis man. So now the coming out that I have to do is to tell people that I'm not cis. And that is like so weird, right? Like, the whole concept of coming out anyway is sort of weird. With being trans, coming out I can sort of understand, like, visually you're going to change, and like, not even just like taking hormones. Like, some people don't take hormones. It's more like people's perceptions of you, right, are going to change from one thing to another. I feel like, though, coming out is this like construct that I really don't like, and I don't like that people just assume that everybody is straight, and I don't like that people just assume that everybody is cis. That starts as early as like when you exit the womb. A friend of mine from middle school, who I'm still friends with on Facebook, we're not actually friends, we're just friends on Facebook. He had a child not too long ago, and he had a son. The first onesie that they ever put him in was one that said, like, come and get it, ladies, or like lady killer or something. And I just like hate that. Like, I hate that the narrative of like, oh, I'm a straight cis man, or anything is like pushed down kids' throats like right away. We're brainwashed, and we're like brainwashing children as well to just assume that everybody's cis, or assume that everybody's straight. I don't like to assume anything about anyone. I don't assume pronouns, I don't assume gender identity, I don't assume sexual orientation, I just don't do it. because I don't think that anyone else should do it. So yeah, coming out for me is like interesting because I feel like it's really, really hard and it's like this big event in people's lives, but also I feel like it shouldn't have to exist. Oh my god, again with my memory card, I'm going to go insane. But yeah, that was basically it. I just don't like that we as a society, I don't like that coming out has to exist. You know, just because you assume that everybody's straight, why do I have to come out? Yeah, you know, I don't. But yeah, I hope that made sense. And if anyone agrees or disagrees with me, please leave it in the comments below, and I want to have a dialogue about it and all of the things. Also, side note, I'm working on a video for my 4 years post-op, and that, the link will be in the description when it's up. And please go check out my personal channel. It's gonna be there, and I worked really hard on it, so I'm hoping that you all like it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.